No.
It's all going, so you can start. I'm all recording.
Thank you. Oh.
All right, is everyone ready? This is my first official meeting, so I do apologize in advance. I will call the meeting to order at 6:01. Mr. Ray, roll call.
Cassidy,
Here.
Gadding,
Present.
Holman,
Here.
America,
Present.
Perlman,
Jimmy. Present.
Ryan,
Here.
Snow.
Here.
7 present.
The hearing before the Board of Education of Douglas County School District 0001 is called pursuant to the terms of Article 6, Section 9, Subpart 1D of the collective bargaining agreement entered into between the Omaha Education Association and Douglas County School District 0001. The Board of Education is in receipt of a properly filed appeal of the decision of the Superintendent's designee, Matthew J. Ray, a copy of which is included in our packet. Because the Board of Education is acting in its official capacity, this hearing will be conducted in accordance with the public meeting statutes. Section 84-1410 permits the Board of Education to meet in closed session for the protection of the public interest or for the prevention of needless injury to the reputation of an individual, and if such individual has not requested a public meeting. If Ms. Smith requests and the board agrees, this hearing may be held in closed session. Mr. Wayne, does your client wish to have this hearing held in public session or closed session?
Prior to answering that question, I would ask for a continuance, and I would like the board to hear my request for a continuance.
Continuance request.
Mr. Perlman, I'm going to ask legal counsel to give us her legal opinion on that.
That is,
And I would-
actually, that is one of my objections.
And that is my objection as well. So, Mr. Wayne, if you want to state your objection before I do, or I can.
Mr. Perlman, 1 second. We will hear your appeal, and then the board will make a decision if we will accept your continuance.
Well, for the record, last Friday, at 2:31 p.m., I received an email from the district stating that the hearing today would be scheduled today, Wednesday, January 10th at 2018 at 6 p.m. It was not placed on the agenda until Sunday, maybe Friday, but I checked it, I didn't see it. It was not voted on until Monday. So there's no way for this meeting to be scheduled without board authority until after the vote. Second of all, it was not until after the vote was taken at 8:21 p.m. Monday that I received an email from Mr. Ray saying documentation was available. I picked up that documentation at 9 a.m. However, that documentation contains, as you all have in front of you, multiple exhibits that was offered and approximately 96 pages of transcripts. I have not had adequate time to review this entire document to make sure it's complete and compare with the documents we received and we submitted during the hearing. Nor is 36 hours available. To me, that's an undue burden to my client, who also works full-time, to sit down within 1 day to go through all these documents in the evening and come back and be ready for a hearing without missing work. So we think that this was, one, scheduled not only too quickly, but without board authority. Two, there's an undue burden on us to get through the entire transcript. As I will state right now, because I am in legal capacity, I have not read the entire transcript, nor could I in that amount of time. So now I'm putting myself in an ethical obligation of how do we continue when the person representing one of your employees has not been able to read the entire transcript. I asked for a continuance before this board hearing but I was told that the board cannot act without authority. That is fine, which is ironic because the meeting was set without the same board authority. So I am asking for a continuance before we move on with this matter to make sure, one, I can sit down with my client and go through the 100-page transcript and including all the exhibits. And two, I also object to this board having legal counsel who I believe is in conflict. There's multiple legal counsels now for Omaha Public Schools administration, but I also have sat in the position of a board member, and you are acting as a board independent of the district. You are acting independent of the district, and that's why the district is sitting here along with the superintendent in an adversarial appeal. If legal counsel for Omaha Public Schools was at the hearing, which was and is in the record, legal counsel cannot advise you in an objective manner on this proceeding. So I'm objecting on both grounds that we continue this, so one, I can provide adequate legal counsel representation for my client, and two, I believe you should not be represented in a conflicted manner. And I'm stating this all on the record before we go into closed session, if this council or if this body so chooses to proceed.
Mrs. Nilbrach, could you give us your legal opinion?
Actually, I don't want to
that-
be a
I'm
part of
gonna
that
object-
conversation. I will,
Mr. Perlman?
No, I'm not going to be.
Mr. Perlman?
I object to legal counsel, Ms. Niles Brash.
Mr. Perlman, you are not,
Giving any legal opinions to the school board on this matter. I believe, as I said in an email today, that is in direct conflict.
at this time, if you guys want to talk among yourselves, and please rule on my objection, we will be out in the hallway quietly waiting. You guys probably should go into a closed session and discuss legal matters, but I truly am objecting, and there's no way for an employee who works every day within 24 hours of her counsel receiving it to sit down and go through all of these documents before you in a fairly manner. And I would ask the board to do right by your employee in this matter and continue this out.
I will entertain a motion for the board to go into closed session.
So moved.
second.
There's a motion by Ms. Goding, second by Dr. Holman. Mr. Ray, roll call.
What is the purpose?
Let me remind the board that the purpose of closed session is for the protection of the public interest, prevention of needless injury to the reputation of individuals to receive legal advice. Is that correct?
Yes. Cassidy,
Aye.
Goding,
Aye.
Holman,
Aye.
America,
Aye.
Perlman,
Aye.
Ryan,
Aye.
Snow.
Aye.
7-9. Am I?